Hello and welcome to the Budget Knitter podcast channel. My name is Spargur and today we are doing yet another KnitCrate unboxing. I'm a little bit behind on this one. We've been doing some transitions. As you can see in here, this was Lee's room, and so now I have taken over the room until I can find a roommate. So until then, it is my new YouTube studio, and I'm actually really loving the space. It's really nice and bright and open, and it kind of feels more like what a lot of the creators on YouTube are doing now, and I kind of like that feel. It feels very clean, very me. So I'm really enjoying that, and I think the quality is going to be awesome because I've got a bunch of natural light. I've got just it's a really nice space, and I really enjoy it. So with that, KnitCrate, you guys know I love my KnitCrate. KnitCrate is a monthly subscription service, and their regular boxes are $24.99 a month, and there have been some recent changes, but it used to be 2 skeins of yarn, and you would get a knit pattern and a crochet pattern, and then it slowly transitioned into 2 skeins of yarn, the knit crochet pattern, and then with the magazine they included, you also got the sock pattern. Well, now with the way that they're milling their yarn, because they get all of their yarn milled for them specifically, so they get all of these really cool blends. Sometimes you get 1 skein of yarn and some extras. Well, a lot of this is currently changing, and it feels like it's changing every month. So we're going to go ahead and open this. You can see what's in this box this month, and then I'll go over some of the details of how KnitCrate is evolving. And hopefully you'll want to subscribe as well. And if you do want to subscribe, there's a link in the video description box below. You can use that link to subscribe, and that is my personal link. So not only are you getting awesome yarn, you're also helping me. Part of what I do as an affiliate is I show you what they provide. I give my honest opinion on it. It doesn't have to be positive. It can be honest, and some of you know that I have given a negative review on one of their crates before. And then, yeah, so I get like a tiny little commission. It's like 5%. So it's not much, but it's a really cool thing that I get to do for you guys. So let's go ahead and open this. I have seen this, but I want to see what you guys think of it. And so here we go. Oh, well, I did put the tape back on. Da-da-da. Oh, yes, right there. This gorgeous thing here. So, this is in their Knitology brand name. So they use a few different brand names if you're unfamiliar with them. So they've got like Uru Yarns, Knitology, they've got Vidalana. So they use some different name brands there, and I think that actually depends on who the dyer is that month. Like they are in-house dyer. I think it depends on who's doing the dyeing, or something like that. Anyway, this is the Knitology Cozy Sock colorway Citrus Squeeze. It is a 75% superwash merino wool, 15% nylon, 10% cashmere. It is fingering weight, 439 yards for 100 grams. And this is a hand wash only yarn. This is absolutely beautiful. Lots of pinks, yellows, and oranges. Just a really fun color, I think. Gorgeous. It's very soft, very plump. I like there's a nice halo in it. This feels like a very nice, I would love a pair of socks knit in this, actually. That's nice. So, again, they all come with pattern booklets. Sorry. So this is the pattern booklet for this month. And the theme was called Farmer's Market. So they give a little bit about the theme inspiration in here. And so everybody for the membership crate, which is the crate I received, it looks like we all got the same colorway this month. There's only one. Also, we only got 1 skein of yarn this month. And I think that's because some of the yarns that they mill are a little bit more expensive, so they just give 1, but then they put some sort of extra in it to kind of make up for the fact that there's only 1 skein of yarn. It also looks like both knit and crochet patterns are sock patterns this month, which is interesting. So here's the knit sock pattern, which is called Squeezed Citrus, and it's by Sarah Jordan. It's a cuff down sock pattern. And then the crochet pattern is called Magic Socks. And that one is by Lilia Vanini. Take a look at that again. It's a really interesting, it's very kind of open and lacy, which I find interesting. They look kind of cool though. I've never done crochet socks, so that might be something I'd be interested in trying. It is an advanced skill level pattern. You do only need the one skein though. It is a 2.5 millimeter crochet hook. I don't even know if I own one of those. Anyway, that's a really long pattern. So because this goes to both of their crates, you have the membership crate and the membership sock crate, it also includes the sock pattern for the sock people in their colorway. And that one is called Dancing Butterfly by Cynthia Levy. And I believe this is also a cuff down. Let's see. Yeah, also cuff down. I don't know what it is about people doing cuff down socks. I like to use as much of the yarn as possible, so I like doing toe up. Now, so in the back it's got a little bit about the featured designers and more pictures of the patterns. This one included an extra, which was an extra knit cowl. And what is this called? Okay, so here's a little bit about it. Hello friends, this crate and the March 2019 crate both featured a single skein of luxury yarn, plus extras and sometimes bonus patterns. Although this is the last single skein crate we've planned for 2019, we'd like to get your feedback on these crates so we can plan for 2020. Then it asks you to go in and take a survey. So, there's supposed to be an additional pattern in here. Oh, it's a PDF download only. It's a knit bonus. It's called Jounce by Sarah Jordan. And you have to download that one. Yeah, so it's got a code here in the front. I'm not going to show it because that's it's part of your crate. But it's a digital download, and so when you enter the link in here, it has digital, not only, so the booklet has the physical patterns, but there's also a digital download of all of the patterns, so the bonus pattern would be included in the digital download. So that's cool. The cowl looks pretty nice. It looks pretty simple. I like that. Anyway, I like that they tell you a little bit about the designers in the back, because these are all either new designers or up-and-coming designers to watch for, so this is a great way to find new designer inspiration. So also in the crate, they included this cute stitch marker from Exchanging Fire. And then in the crate, they had also included some butterfly, or no, ladybug buttons, but I had someone at my local yarn store who was knitting a very, very cute toddler sweater, and she wanted to put buttons on it, and we couldn't find who provided the buttons. We just had trouble locating the person who made them or sold them. So I went ahead and gave her the buttons out of this crate because I wasn't going to use them. That being said, I am giving this crate away. As much as I love this, I have several crates of theirs that I've kept recently and haven't used. So as much as I love the fiber, I'm not totally in love with the color. So I am going to give this crate away. So you will get all of the patterns, you'll get the stitch marker and the yarn, and then I'm going to throw in some of my, I'm going to keep this because the survey's for me specifically, but I'm going to throw in something of mine. I'm probably going to throw in maybe some stitch markers or something that I have that I've made to replace the fact that I gave away the buttons. But that will all be in here, and with that, I've got to think of something for you guys to put in the comments section if you want to enter the giveaway. So while I'm thinking about that, let me tell you a little bit about what has kind of changed recently with KnitCrate, if maybe you don't know or you've heard about them but aren't quite up in the loop right now. So KnitCrate used to have 4 different crates. They had the membership, the sock, the artisan sock, and the artisan crate. They no longer have the artisan crate or the artisan sock crate. Those were crates using outside indie dyers. They were taking indie dyer companies who could dye massive amounts of yarn and provide it to KnitCrate for those crates. What they found was well, they couldn't work with smaller dyers like someone like me who does very small batch dyeing. It wasn't going to work for people like that because they couldn't produce as much as was going to be required to do a crate like that. So what they've started doing is they've started doing these kind of pop-up shops, or I guess that's the best way to put it. So they'll work with a different company, and then they'll have the company dye several different colorways, and then they'll do a pop-up shop, which you, if you are a member, will get 25% off all of those yarns in the Membership Central shop. So that's replaced that, or the pop-up shop has replaced the artisan crates. Also, they team up with Malabrigo or is it Madeline Tosh? I'm sorry. I had that ready to go, and now I cannot remember. And of course, my phone is what I'm using to film with. I believe it's Malabrigo. That sounds right. Where they team up with them every 2 months, maybe 3 months, and they do like a sign up if you want to have the Malabrigo exclusive colorway, and then you can sign up for that through KnitCrate as well if you are interested in that. And then now what they're going to start doing is that they're going to go back to the 2 skeins in the crate, but everything is also going to include some sort of extra. It could be a bonus pattern, it could be a stitch marker, it could be a pin, it could be, at one point there was a project bag that they included, which I thought was pretty cool. So they're going to start including an extra in every crate, which is awesome. Another thing to be aware of if you're not familiar with KnitCrate is they do this thing called Double Down. At the end of the month, when they have shipped out all of the crates for that month, they take all of the yarn that has not been sold and they release it into the shop on this thing called Double Down. They take the yarn and they discount it 25% off. But then you as a member also get 25% off of that. So you get a total of 50% off of the remaining yarn. So if you get your color and you decide that you really like it and you want a sweater's quantity, you wait for Double Down and then you go and you get it for 50% off. Excuse me. Another thing that they're doing now is with your membership, you can go in and say, I want like a specific, like I have a color palette I really like, or a yarn style or something like that. They're still kind of tweaking those options, but you are going to be able to go in and say, if you have a bright color versus a cool, like a warm color versus a cool color, I prefer cool colors. If you have a neutral versus something bright, I prefer the bright color. If you have a DK versus a fingering, I prefer the DK weight. So they're gonna have these different options, and I think they're still tweaking those. I don't think they've quite set them, but I know it's coming soon. So if you subscribe, it's gonna be one of the options that you can pick is like a yarn style or a color palette. Which I think is really cool. I think that's a really great way to have a little bit more control over what you receive, because unless it's a box where everybody is getting the same color, sometimes you have no idea what you're getting. I know that as an influencer, I get to see what the theme and what the colorways are before they release them to the public, but I still don't know what I'm getting. Like, I can look at it and go, oh, okay, so here's the 3 different colors that I might receive, but I still don't know what I'm getting until I open the box. So to have a little bit more control over your color choices is, I think, a really great option. I know that's something that they've been working on doing for a little bit. So to finally be rolling out something where you can do that but still get kind of a surprise is a really cool thing. I really like that. So if you want to subscribe to KnitCrate, the link is in the video description box below. You can click that, and I believe at this point it still gets you 20% off your first subscription box, but they've been changing it every month, and this month I couldn't find what their special thing is. It's usually right on the homepage when I go to log in and pop up, because it wasn't in an email. Usually they send an email telling us what the special thing is, but they didn't have it, and it wasn't on the pop-up, so I believe it's still 20% off your first subscription box. If that is wrong, I'm sorry. They usually communicate every month, so this time it's kind of just up in the air, and I'm going off the default. So the default is usually 20% off your first subscription box. So click the link in the video description box below, go sign up. It's a great value. I mean, $25 for 2 skeins of yarn and extra and 3 patterns, sometimes 4 patterns plus free shipping. It's such a great option. I don't know any other subscription box that has quite the quality that KnitCrate does that's also this affordable. So this is your budget option. This is your best budget option other than Darn Good Yarn, but that has a whole other thing with it, and I want to do a review on that. I want to sign up and do a review on that later. But in terms of best yarn for your budget, KnitCrate is going to be your best subscription option. So check it out. Go to the website if you haven't before. If you do subscribe to KnitCrate, awesome, and thank you to those of you who have signed up using my code or my link. That's awesome, and that helps me out a lot too. It lets me continue to do these videos for you. Now, if you want to win this crate of yarn, what I want you to do is tell me in the video description box below whether or not you like the summer. Because I don't like the summer, but if you love the season of summer, that's awesome. Oh, tell me whether or not yes or no to liking the season of summer, and if you do like the season of summer, what your summer color is, and if you don't like the season of summer, tell me what your favorite seasonal color is. So let's say for summer your favorite color is like a nice bright yellow, but if your favorite season isn't summer, you could say that your favorite color is like a nice burnt orange or something like that. So just tell me what whether or not you like summer, and then what your favorite either summer color is or your favorite seasonal color is. So if you want to enter the giveaway, that's what I need in the comment section below, and I will pick a winner for that in, let's say, 1 week from when this video goes up, because I'm a little bit behind on getting all of this stuff, well, because there was a transition here. So 1 week from the date of this video going live, I will pick a winner, and then I will get this crate shipped out to you. So thank you for joining me. I hope you will subscribe to KnitCrate. It's such an awesome subscription service, and I will see you again very soon here on the Budget Knitter podcast channel. Thanks. Bye.